Is the 29th of January 2024. I'm right here at the newsstand saying good morning to you. Of course, it's bystanders at newsstands on Flip TV, your number one sport review program, anchored by Michael Adekule. All the way from the newsstand, Lagos, Nigeria, specifically Ogba. We are saying thank you so much for joining us today. All right, on today's edition of Bystanders, we have the Vanguard newspaper, Nigerian Tribune, and these day newspaper. What are they saying this morning? Very, very important stories. And we need to dissect it together. Both the reviewers and the viewers watching us all over the world. All right, we have a news. And what's the news all about? It's a breakup. It's a breakup. Niger, Mali, and Burkina Faso are out of Ecowas. Niger, Mali, Burkina Faso out of Ecowas, and we really need to dissect this issue together. Let me quickly read out what we have on BBC News. Okay, Niger, Mali, and Burkina Faso have announced they are leaving the Economic Community of West African States, that's ECOWAS. The junta-led countries had already been suspended from the bloc, which has been urging them to return to democratic rule. The three governments said it was a sovereign decision to withdraw from ECOWAS. They were also founding members of the bloc, first established in 1975. I repeat, they were also founding members of the bloc, first established in 1975. In a joint statement that was read out on state broadcasters in the three countries, they said ECOWAS had drifted from the ideals of its founding fathers and the spirit of Pan-Africanism. It goes on to say that ECOWAS, under the influence of foreign powers, betraying its founding principles, has become a threat to member states and peoples, adding that the bloc had failed to help them tackle the jihadist violence in their countries. Relations between the bloc and the three countries have been tense after military coup took place in Niger in July, Burkina Faso in 2022, and Mali in 2020. ECOWAS has called on three ECOWAS has called on all three countries to return to civil rule. And in response to Sunday's announcement, it said the three countries were important members of the community, and the bloc remains committed to finding a negotiated solution to the political impasse. It also said it had not yet received a formal notification from the countries about their withdrawal from the bloc. The bottom line is that Niger Republic, Mali, and Burkina Faso are out of the ECOWAS community. They are out. And we have news concerning this morning at the news stand on today's edition of Bystanders. First, to be read, the Vanguard newspaper. What's the Vanguard saying this morning? Can we have a display? Thank you so much, Femi. Burkina Faso, Mali, Niger pull out of ECOWAS. Burkina Faso, Mali, Niger pull out of ECOWAS. We are ready for negotiated solution. That's what the ECOWAS Commission is saying on the front page of the Vanguard newspaper. You can see it displayed on the screen. Mali, Burkina Faso, Niger on suspension from ECOWAS, says presidency. It's a serious diplomatic meltdown. That's what the former vice president of the country, Atiku, is saying on the front page of the Vanguard newspaper. Down the paper, we have something here. Page 10 of the Vanguard. If Tinubu misses this opportunity, Nigeria is gone. That's what Pa Adebanjo is saying here. Yeah, very man, Pa Adebanjo. He's saying that if Tinubu misses this opportunity, Nigeria is gone. You can see the story on the front page of this paper. You can digest the story on page 10 of the Vanguard newspaper. The man called for restructuring and called for the amendment of the 1999 Constitution. You can go for more details on page 10 of the Vanguard newspaper. To the next one, page 25, we have something here. Corrupt governance responsible for insecurity banditry in North. That's what the Vice President Shatima is saying here. I'm talking about the incumbent Vice President of the country, Shatima. Corrupt governance responsible for insecurity banditry in North, says Vice President Shetima. Afenifere expresses worry over upsurge in kidnapping in Southwest. Others, I told you last week that it has moved from the north to the east and from the east to the west. Of course, last week we had a story of the PDP chairman in Lagos. Yeah, that was kidnapped along Lagos Ibadan Expressway, and they demanded about 200 million ransom, for the victim to be released. Moving on to another story, forex crisis, high import duty depress vehicle order imports. We have this on the front page of the same story. CAF picks Osimhen for random drug tests. What's happening here? CAF picks Osimhen for random drug tests. As to what happened on sports, over the weekend, of course, Niger was here telling us that the Taranga Lion of Cameroon would defeat the Super Eagles of Nigeria. And I must say this morning that the prediction of Niyi Adegunwa was wrong. The Super Eagles of Nigeria defeated the Lions of Cameroon 2-0 over the weekend. And I know sports enthusiasts are still not jubilating over the victory of Super Eagles in the last football match that was played. All right, quickly to another one. Ecowas shaky as Niger, Mali, Burkina Faso quit. Ecowas is shaking. That's the meaning of what the Nigerian Tribune is saying here. Ecowas shaky as Niger, Mali, Burkina Faso quit. You can see this on page 3 of the Nigerian Tribune newspaper. Their withdrawal notification not yet received. That's what the body is saying. More divisions imminent, says NIIA. USA-based lecturer accidentally shot dead in Osun State. We have another story. Again, gunmen kill 8 in Benue State. Quickly to the pictures we are seeing on the front page of the Nigerian Tribune newspaper. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, ECOWAS president. That's the president of Nigeria, being the ECOWAS current president, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, ECOWAS president. You can see him right on the front page of the Nigerian Tribune newspaper. Ibrahim Traore, the Burkina Faso leader. You can see him on the front page of the Nigerian Tribune newspaper. Colonel Assimi Goita, Mali leader. And we have General Abdurrahman Shani, Niger leader. All of them on the front page of the Nigerian Tribune newspaper. These are the people that planned a coup, and they succeeded in their various countries. We have the pictures on the front page of this paper. Our National Assembly has been violating Constitution since 1999. Fails to inaugurate constitutionally approved committee 25 years after. You can go for this story on page 25 of the Nigerian Tribune. On to the next one. Imo State. Governors can't fund state police. That's what Uzodima of Imo State is saying. Yes, Southwest governors talking with federal government on Amotekun, carrying arms. That's Banji on the front page of the same paper and the last paper. We'll be reading to the viewers across the globe. Thank you so much, Femi Oyebinkwe. This day newspaper, Mali, Burkina Faso, Niger, Republic quit ECOWAS, say regional bloc under foreign control. Mali, Burkina Faso, Niger, Republic quit ECOWAS, say regional bloc under foreign control. We won't go beyond this today on the reviews. Of course, we have our reviewers set to express their views on important story this morning. This is by Sundays at Instant, and I am Michael Adekunle. Let's quickly join Kunle. Kunle, good morning to you. How you doing?
Yeah, good morning. Good morning, Mike. Happy new week and thank God for the new day, right? Thank God. And I greet everybody there. I greet you all. God bless you all.
You're welcome, Kunle. It's a new one in the media space as Niger, Republic, Mali, Burkina Faso told Ecowas that they are no more together. They have told Ecowas that they are no more together. They are no more on the same page. What do you have to say concerning this latest news? Of course, ECOWAS as a body has said that they've not notified them about their exit. But as a Nigerian and as an African, what do you have to say?
Yeah, as a Nigerian and as an African and as a man that witnessed the terrain, when I mean witnessing the terrain, like I've been in one of those countries before, and I see that all these countries, yeah, they are just seceded from the ECOWAS. They are paper tiger. They have got nothing to contribute. They've got nothing. What is Niger contributing to the economy of ECOWAS? What is Chad contributing to the economy of Africa? And what is Burkina Faso? Burkina Faso, they are always prone to crisis in that area. And I can tell you, I can bet it for free. The key block of the, what's it called, ECOWAS from the Francophone, you're talking of the Cote d'Ivoire, you're talking of Cameroon, even Benin, that you are looking at as a tiny country, still have more value, economic value than all these countries. And I can tell you for free, it's even good they should leave ECOWAS because you could see what happened in Mali under when the Buhari was the governor, president. You could see the same crisis we are facing with the bandits in Nigeria. It's same crisis of banditry in Mali, right? The former president was assassinated, right? And his son, you know, his son was installed instantly as the president. And when you talk of Burkina Faso, I've never seen any productive news or productive things coming from Burkina Faso. And I think the country that we should be more worried when they say they want to leave, ECOWAS is like Cote d'Ivoire, Cameroon, and Benin Republic. And I can tell you, the economy of Benin Republic is far better than all these two countries. Three countries match together. Niger has uranium. Have they been able to tap into the uranium? Can you still say it's France or French government that is disturbing their progressivity? I mean, their progress. Can we say that? We have oil too. We are mismanaging our oil. Can you say it's all these white guys all these British guys that are disturbing us? I think you see, African as a black man, you say a black man, a black mind. You have a long way. You have a long way to go. These people they are trying to distract us, but I see nothing. They are contributing, they are putting on the table. What are they putting on the table? That's just the question. What is Burkina Faso putting on the table? Abdul Manin that said he's going to just spend 6 months and transfer the government back to the civilian. Why? What has he done? All their gimmicks now is from khaki to agbada. You could see, it's more or less the trend. They are following the trend of our late president, General Abacha. Sani Abacha. So, I think it's no news to me. I don't even want to give a damn with them. If they lie, they should go. If they lie, they should stay. They have no economic value.
Another thing is a threat to ECOWAS, because you say
it's not any threat. It's not any threat. If they want to, the worst thing they can do is we have to start using laissez-passer to enter their country. And how many Nigerians are traveling to that country? How many Nigerians? What's the economic value? Niger, Chad, and Niger, Mali, and Burkina Faso have. What's economic value? They have no economic value. I can tell you for free. I was in Cote d'Ivoire for a while, and I knew I understood that country.
Could this
France,
happen under the administration of Ashwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu?
yeah, because Ashiwaju was.
Is it not a blow
It's not. It's
on,
not.
on Tinubu?
It's not. It's not really a blow. These guys are non-entities. Let me just tell you, ho-ha.
Is it not a dent on his image?
It's not that. Let them carry all their wahala go.
What wahala?
Let them carry all their crisis go.
What crisis?
What happened in Niger? Coup plots. What happened in?
Some people are saying Ashwaju should be ashamed of himself that this happened in his own regime.
Those people that are saying that, right? They need to check their brain. And I know it's all these fascists that will be saying that, right? If you have a brother, right, and he's not useful to you, and he's telling you he wants to go, let him go. When he was around, is he useful? When he's part of you, is he useful? No, let's think things right. These people, they are just, they are parasites.
Parasites?
African regions, yeah.
The people, the Russia government is backing.
Uranium, because they want their uranium.
But
that uranium, have they been tapping on it?
But they have the backings of the Russian government.
Russia that has its own problem as well. Russia that has its own problem.
I'm saying it's a threat to the Ecowas.
Forget all those ones. Russia cannot just penetrate Africa without the support of the African countries they want to. Can Russia come to Nigeria?
You said without the support of the African countries, so we have Burkina Faso, Mali, Niger
Are they the only
out of ECOWAS. And these people are back.
I've told you,
Okay.
right? I told you not too long.
Okay.
That these people, they have no value in Francophone. Let's start from the region of Francophone. They have no value. What's their per capita? What is their per capita income? Look at, you see, the problem is we don't travel around. We don't even know our neighbors. We don't know our neighbors. And I'm telling you from experience, if they go, they have a replacement in Cote d'Ivoire. That's Abidjan. You have a replacement in Cameroon, and you have a replacement in Benin Republic. And can I just tell you one lie, or can I tell you one fact? Right? The economy of Benin alone will consume those three countries.
The economy of Benin?
Benin, yes, alone, Republic of Benin. Do you know the Benin seaport is generating more money than the Papa seaport? Are you aware of that? Majority, like I can say like 40-50% of cars that enter Nigeria go through Benin Republic. And they will still pay the duties when they come to, either they want to smuggle it or the custom is waiting for them. So what are we now saying? They are valueless, but they are valueless country. I can say, for free. What has Burkina Faso got to contribute? What has what's it called? Mali. Mali that has been in crisis, fighting each other, killing their president. They have bandits too. But they are one of the importers of bandits to Nigeria. Some of their bandits penetrated Nigeria.
Aside Chad.
Yes. So what are we now saying? They should go. We don't even want them. They are terrorists. They are terrorists.
But the founding members of the bloc.
Founding members of the bloc, the real founding members of the bloc did not govern their nation the way this one's
1975 to 2024.
Yeah, we can say.
It's not.
No.
It's a long journey.
It's a long journey, actually. It's a long journey.
So breaking up is.
But no country in the world will, allowed military governance. No country in the world. The West are against it. The what's it called? North America, the South America, they are against military coup. You're coming through the military coup. It's archaic already. It's archaic. And I'm still asking a question now. I'm asking you question now.
Okay.
The Abdul Mani, that's the guy that ousted Bazoum. What has he done to change the life of his citizens? Yeah. What has impartation he has applied? What has the economic benefits those guys have gained under his 6 months or how many months?
Under his administration, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let's move down to the comment section and see what some of our viewers are saying here. Olatunji Professor, the whole of ECOWAS organization should be reformed. Even Nigeria should have a veto power under a new restructured ECOWAS organization.
Yeah, thank you very much, Mr. Awofeso. I think I concur to that. That ECOWAS needs to be restructured. That's what I'm saying. Let the bad eggs go out.
Udede Chima, you will know their value when you want to pass goods from country to country. Because you said that they are of no value. They don't have any value. So what's the country's benefits to Nigeria and to the ECOWAS community?
Today is a Chima. If I want to go to Cote d'Ivoire, I don't need to pass through Burkina Faso. I don't need to pass through Niger. I don't need to pass through Chad or what's it called. There are routes you can use that you can ignore these people's. I don't know whether it's a border is into border business, border what's it called? There's a Chima. I don't know why that question is asking me that question, because the way it is now, we don't need those countries. If it is Benin that is telling us we want to shut the border, right? We should be more. Worried. I'm telling you of the valuable countries.
And
that have value.
And don't you think they saw some weaknesses? That's why they left.
In ECOWAS?
In ECOWAS, that's why they left ECOWAS.
They did not see any weaknesses. What is happening is, what they are trying to tell them is the military governance they are embracing now is archaic. It's archaic. You know, when you said something is archaic, a renewed system is the democratic government. So they said the worst democracy is better than the military government. You know, what's democracy? Democratic government is better than, you know,
the military government.
The best
military rule, right?
Military rule. Yes. So what are we saying?
David Okafor, I am happy that these three countries left the problematic and senseless ECOWAS community. Problematic and senseless ECOWAS community. But you don't say anything wrong in ECOWAS.
Can you see me ask David, or what's it called?
Okafor.
That how ECOWAS became problematic, how they became senseless. What's it called? Body. I don't know what the line is trending from. I don't know the line is trending from. And I told him, I know the terrain. The valuable ones, they are still in ECOWAS. All these ones, they are ragtag countries. They are ragtag countries, you know. And those are not their foundation members and leaders. That is not what they will be happy for, even in their grave. When you know Sankara came from that region. Thomas Sankara. I think these are the guys they should be emulating. It's not just to be disrupting the good governance of the. You chase Abdulmani that chased Bazoum. What has he been able to done? What has he been able to even fix up in that what's it called?
We have Jane Ogo saying good points. Kunle Babake. That's what Jane Ogo is saying here. They are making a good point.
They are terrorists to me. I'll tell them they are terrorists. Those guys are terrorists. You chase somebody out that he was mismanaging economy of Niger, and you chase that sitting president out. What have you been able to fix up in that Niger?
It seems blames are being apportioned to Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. We have Omoba saying that anything Tinubu touches will turn failure. Tinubu is the chairman of ECOWAS.
But Tinubu turn around ExxonMobil, company in Nigeria here. Tinubu turn around Lagos, take it or leave it. The master plan of Lagos, the Eco-Atlantic of Lagos, the biggest embassy that is coming to Eco-Atlantic is Tinubu contribution, in which Bill Clinton was around there. The guy in Togo, that's Eyadema Jr. was around. Some top dignitaries were around. American investors, they were around. And that brings developments of the biggest embassy, I can say, in the world. You know, we were just close to Gulf of Guinea. And I think we need to take a trip outside this vicinity and see things ourselves, how things move. When we stay in Hogba here, we don't know what is going on. Development has happened a lot. That's why the most secured territory, as we're talking now, is Lagos, this Lagos territory. Because there's a Gulf of Guinea of America on the high sea. On the high sea there. Lagos high sea. I can tell you that for free. Anybody that wants to dispute it, they should come. I'm not here to start giving you fake. The fact check is there, and I can take you if you say we should go today. And I'm ready. It's just that I want to see my lawyer first on Ireland. I want to see him to get some things done with him. So I can tell you for free, right? What these guys are embarking on, they will regret it because Russia, they are putting all the mind on. Russia will fuck them up because Russia still has battle on ground and they are fighting. And you've never won your own battle. It's Niger issues, it's Chad issues, and it's Burkina Faso issues. You want to be. You see, we I don't know how we degenerated to this level. We had.
All right, Kule, did you watch last week's match? The weekend match? Wow. Super Eagles versus the Lions of Cameroon?
Thank you. I think I've told Neyi that he goofed.
Yeah, he goofed.
Those guys are, and I said one thing. I said pet talk. Those guys need pet talk. And you know a lot of pet talk that went on the ground. The Odegbami, mathematical Odegbami of this world, the Okocha of this world, the what's it called?
Is it the Rashidi Yekini?
Garuba Lawa of this world. They were in Cote d'Ivoire to give these people pet talk. Then I see why you to call them that you guys, you are not playing to expectation of Nigeria. And what now happened? That is a most formidable team I've ever seen. They are like one family. They played like a family. You talk of the what's it called? Lukman. You talk of Osimhen, the machine, man. The machine, you know, they have to just fish him out to do tests for him to know whether this guy was on drug when they played. But they found nothing. That's our machine. That's our, what's it called? The Eagle machine. Give it to him. Olise. I mean, what's it called? Osimhen.
Angola versus Nigeria. How is it going to be before you go?
We are going to trash Angola. It may not just be more than one goal, 1-0. Yeah.
All right, thank you so much.
Mark my words. We are going to beat Angola.
All right, thank you so much.
I love those guys. Good guys.
Thank you for coming on board. All right, Femi, can you place the link on the comment section for people to call in? All right, Raphael, good morning. How are you doing?
Good morning to you, Dan. I want to appreciate my brother Tunde Okafor, Ebuka Okafor. He has sent us incentive to make sure that we say Lazarus, the guy that died 2 weeks ago, was that guy that was always staggering, camera. He will stagger like this. He will stagger this area, left, right. He died, and we'll be making announcement for our viewers to know. Ebuka Okafor from Anambra State, he gave us incentive to buy something and make sure that we respect that guy. And it's kicking off today, willy-nilly, from 11, 12, and so on. We don't gather here, no matter how we do it, but we must respect our brother.
All right, thank you so much, Raphael.
So good morning, everybody. I am here once again. Uncle Jane, I greet you. I like people that criticizes. Someone that criticizes me, I will always love such people. Why? Because I want to put something right inside their brain. Raphael, wait, listen. Raphael that throws insults. Have I insulted you? Do you expect me? Quite ask me question, I will kneel you, Your Majesty. You are making mistake. This is an epitome of man. I'm a man. You are a woman, I'm a man. There is this African culture that man is always a man.
This is confrontational, Raphael. What's happening this morning?
Woman is always a woman. Jane Ogo, he expects me not to express myself because he thinks that Igbo man will remain like this. Oga, it is going to take time.
Jane Ogo is from which state? It's not
I don't
from
know.
their own extraction.
I want to show him that today, voting for Biafra referendum start today online. Jane, I'm going to vote 2 times to make sure that Biafra emancipates.
Are you supposed to vote 2 times?
Yes. That is the urge I have, the love I have, the desire to see emancipation of Biafra sovereignty.
Mali, Burkina Faso, and Niger Republic out of ECOWAS. Raphael, your reaction?
That is very, 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 very good. Generally accepted by every peace-loving black man on this region of West Africa. Call it insult. Let me tell you, ECOWAS member nations are tired of our political classes. They are the ones responsible for what we are going through today.
ECOWAS?
Yes, ECOWAS political class, understand English. The politicians that are living on this region called Economic Community of West African States. They are the problem of Mali. They are the problem of Burkina Faso, Niger Republic, Sierra Leone, Liberia, Nigeria, Togo, Benin Republic, Guinea-Conakry, Guinea-Bissau, Senegal, Gambia. Our politicians are the cause of our problem. I don't want to think about anybody, whatever anybody says here. My own, that I say, is what I'm thinking.
You are entitled to your opinion.
Listen and listen good.
Yeah.
Our political class is the reason why France, since 1960s, has been controlling the natural endowment, the government of all the Francophones on West Africa. Let me explain, because some don't understand. The Francophones are the French-speaking West African countries. If you allow me, I can enumerate them correctly. The French-speaking countries in West Africa are Togo, Benin Republic, Senegal, Côte d'Ivoire, Niger Republic, Burkina Faso. Are you listening and listening good? Mali is among. Are you listening to me? France has been controlling their natural resources, endowment over the years. For over 60 years now, Niger Republic is number seven producer of uranium in the world. That's expensive natural resources. Nobody knows that such mineral resources come from Niger. They use the political class there to make use of that mineral, make use of the money, the realization. They send to France. France will give them 35%. Chicken change, which come. The entire citizenry are suffering. Do you know the meaning of uranium? Now the junta, the hunter, the military, they said no. They staged coup d'etat last year. Do you know what happened? Everywhere boiled up. The guy said no. He arrested the democratically elected president because they are thieves. They are stooges of the French. Are you listening to me? Till today, the president is in, the Niger Republic president, because they are the troubled Nigerian the people of that country have till today. A military man has come in. France is not benefiting anything again. No. Are you listening to me? Listen again. Burkina Faso, the same thing happened in Burkina Faso. The Burkina Bets, people from Burkina Faso, they are now realizing that, so politicians are our problem. Democracy isn't it again. So why should we always counter the military, militocracy? Now, Burkina Faso is working. France, the French, they have run. They are thieves from the West. Oh God, I'm insulting you, but it's for your benefit as a black woman or man you are. Listen and listen good. In Mali, the military are there enjoying now.
Yeah, you're not talking to Ogo alone.
Listen, I'm not talking, I'm educating the whole black. So they don't know what's going on. The military are there now. The democratically elected president is over. Yeah, he's cooling it off maybe in confinement. Confinement, I mean, is jail, detention. See, let me tell you, France is not benefiting anything from Burkina Faso, from Niger and Mali. That's why you have this kind of caption on all the national newspaper in Nigeria today. Because Burkina Faso, they exit. Niger, they exit. Mali, they have exited. They are no longer member nations of ECOWAS anymore. Because ECOWAS country, they are bent on being stooges, slaves to the former colonial masters, Britain, Belgians, Dutch, French, Italo. We hold that one aside. That one tried to colonize Ethiopia, it didn't work. See, let me tell you, the people we have in this part of the world are illiterates. I'm not abusing anybody. They don't read. They only eat 3 times. 3 square meal. Anybody that achieved 3 square meal in Nigeria is a king. That's why you see people wake up early in the morning, watch their mouth, eat food, drink, because I can eat 3 square meals. I don't know what is happening again, and I don't care to know.
Why is your body biting you? That's what Jane Ogo is saying.
My body is biting me because you talk so much.
And you should make me a center of attraction. That's
you
what
make
Jane Ogo
so
is saying.
much noise because you think it is easy to come here and face camera and address the world. Okay, I've been understand worldwide. Many people have been understanding me, and you think that maybe I'm attacking you. I've never seen or understand from which extraction you come from in Nigeria. Ogo is in-law in Igbo. Ogo, Ngo. There are many connotation in Igbo language.
Ogo.
I am not Ogo. I don't know you.
Ogo.
So what I mean is that I'm expressing myself.
Okay.
I'm a freelance journalist. I romance everybody as friends. But when you start showing me that maybe you are living in abroad, Ogo, you can't be better than me. You can't be better than my kinsmen. I'm from Anambra State. My kinsmen are better off. I'm not afraid of you.
All right, Raphael.
What is going on in Ecowas? Listen and listen good.
Okay.
These countries that just left, they are not happy with what our politicians on this continent, region called Ecowas, West Africa is doing.
She's replying you, yeah, in response to what you said. I am from the great Niger Delta.
Yeah.
No cameo and no be Igbo.
If you don't be Igbo, you can get to hell. We are voting for Biafra referendum today. Provided you are not Igbo, cool it off. I don't care.
She's not part of
no,
you?
if it is, good. But I want to tell him that I'm a great Igbo man.
Simon Ekpa said,
great Niger Delta. That land belongs to Republic of Biafra, and the emancipation of Biafra is coming soon, whether you like it or not. Here I am today. I'm Ralph Tresvant. I'm gonna vote 2 times to make sure that emancipation of Biafra. Is that not corruption? Voting 2 times? Corruption is corruption. Tinubu corrupt. Voting of Tinubu corrupt. Voting of Buhari corrupt. Activities of Fulani corrupt.
And you want to take it to the Biafra as well, Raphael?
Igbo sharing power in Nigeria
and
corrupt.
Will you take it to the Biafra nation
as
well?
If Igbo man corrupt is good, let Igbo man corrupt for 1 time. Ralph Tresvant is voting 2 times. I know that computer will not allow it. It is online something. The software they put there, we know that I've come 2 times. But out of, what do I call it, fanaticism for Biafra, too much love, excess love, I'm going to try 2 times. And I know they will reject once and take 1.
All right, Raphael, thank you so much.
No,
we have.
I'm
not good. No, I'm not done with you.
Okay.
No, I just thank you so much for your contribution there. Now, these countries allege that the organization failed to support their fight against terrorism and insecurity. That was the major reason. You know, there is a fight against the jihadists.
I know. In West African region. I know.
Soil.
Yeah, it cut across. It cut across. The exits of the train. Largely their exit is having political undertone. It is due to politics that is being played on West Africa in favor of the West. Are you listening to me? Nnamdi Azikiwe, the great nationalist, African nationalist, Awolowo, Enahoro, Jomo Kenyatta, Odinga, Kwame Nkrumah, Mobutu is not from here, it's from East Africa anyway. Then you have Leopold Senghor of Senegal, and many of them in West Africa here. Let me tell you, they are the cause of our problem. Okay? Fighting of terrorism is not the reason why Mali is going. Burkina Faso and Niger. The reason why is politics. Our colonial master left 1960s, all of them. They use Dr. Zik, they use Kwame Nkrumah, they use Leopold Senghor, they use Odinga, they use Jomo Kenyatta and the rest of the African nationalists as stooge, slaves, to represent them at the back door. They kept away, they dig our mineral resources as I'm talking to you now. While they told the whole world, open their teeth that they have gone. That is called decolonization. Africa is not decolonized. Listen to me, you that criticize me. Britain is still ruling Nigeria. France is in control of Niger and all these 3 states of West Africa that just left. They are still in control of all the West African states that are still staying here. Are you listening to me? The reason for the exit of these three countries is because France is still enjoying uranium in Niger, 65%, 45 for the owner. No, 35 for the owner. Britain is still enjoying Nigerian crude oil, gold in the north, precious stones in Oyo State, and the rest of the mineral resources, bauxite and tin in Plateau State. They are giving us 40% and they enjoy 60%. And we don't know, the people that are enjoying this are the political class in Nigeria. Wike and Co. Ndochi. And we are here smiling. And they're oppressing you. Tomorrow somebody did bad, the whole world know they did bad. He still stole somebody's mandate. The almighty America, Britain, and France are looking and laughing. Before you know it, there will be a standing pleasantry at what? Birmingham Palace. Where? Paris. Where? Washington. You'll be wondering, why is it that these European observers cannot do anything about this election rigging in Nigeria, in Uganda, everywhere it cut across? See, Oga, sorry, it has nothing to do with terrorists. The terrorists are sponsored by France. The terrorists are sponsored by the Arabs in the Middle East. The terrorists has nothing to do with us. They use this as a politics to sustain Islamism, Islam in the north, to make sure that they still become slaves to the Arab, to Saudi Arabia, to Iran, to Yemen, to Qatar. And they use this thing to divide us among ourselves. Is this how they plan or practice Islam in the Middle East? The way we practice our own here, we're ignorant of what that religion means. The white skin, they are using this to fight us, to fight you and I. They are using all this in against the black Nigerians. Oga, we are madly religious, indoctrinated. Religion has nothing to do with doctrine. Religion, if you ask me, is a formula. You formulated it or form it to contact your God in heaven. Christianity is it. It has nothing to do with religion. It is God himself coming down from heaven in the likeness of man and introduce his own way or will to you to communicate him. That is Christianity. It has nothing to do with religion. With all these religious masters that came in after Christianity, 630 years after Christianity, they start killing people with impunity, wasting blood all over the world. And Nigerian man is still mad, building mosques, building churches and other institutions, thinking that God is living in the church. God is living inside you. God is everywhere.
Raphael, we need to give other people a chance to speak.
Because of Allah, they are still killing everybody today.
All right, thank you so much.
The Islamization process is the reason why these people understand.
Did you watch the match between Nigeria and Cameroon?
Okay, thank you. I believe you will not worry me about time. Let me talk on that one. See, match between Nigeria and Cameroon. The highest opponent we have on that round object game is Cameroon. Right from 80s. We won it 3 times. Cameroon won it 5 times. They are better off. They are better off because they prepare more than Nigerians. They are better off because they are one as a nation.
But did you watch the match?
I watched the match in 1986. Cameroon beat us. 1988.
We are talking about now.
They beat us. They are better than us.
You don't understand.
They are better than us. They did not prepare well. That's why we win them.
But Nigeria
listen. Our next match we decide. I pray that we are going to meet Senegal, Angola. Angola is a football country. That small country.
All right.
Mike, finally, we are going to meet Senegal and they pray in the final. They will choke you. See, Biafra man will pray and score goal. At the end of the day, they will share the money among the outside Yoruba. Biafran boy will pray. Kanu Wanko and Kanu. They suffer for Fulani and Hausa.
What does
during the game of football, you will know that Igbo man is there.
Hello.
I'm not among them.
We're talking about Biafra, Raphael. All right, that's Ngbechi President, a brilliant contributor on the platform. Niggy, you goofed over the weekend. Good morning to you.
You didn't tell me that you guys were going to bring a machinery. I didn't know you guys were going to bring a machinery.
Politician. You're a politician.
You know, you guys brought a machinery, and let me give you a quick tip.
Okay.
Please, anytime you see Osime, take your woman and hide. Osime is a machine gun. I was impressed when I saw Osime walking like a tireless horse. As a matter of fact, after that match, Osimhen was tested for doping. People were shocked, like, how come Osimhen is running like someone who is being chased by his village witches and wizards? But then I remember, Osimhen has sold gala before. Osimhen sold gala along the Yanokwaja Ikoto Express Road. This guy was a mercenary Nigeria actually engaged on that very particular day. And he was the one that actually won that match for Nigeria. Yes, it was Lookman that scored, but Nigeria, through Osimhen, because he was the one that actually brought that confidence for those boys. I'll tell you that I actually lost some money. On that very particular day, I lost some money because I betted on Cameroon. No, I will put my money where my mouth is.
And you were disappointed?
I was disappointed, but at the end of the day, I haven't surmounted Cameroon. I don't know if we can beat Angola. I'm not going to say we are going to beat Angola.
But I'm just happy that you admit that the game was won by Nigeria and the team played well.
This is beyond reasonable doubt. I watched that match from the very first second to the last second, and what I saw was, we don't have midfield, but Osimhen being the lone striker right there in the box city. I saw him charging the Cameroonians, and I got to a point I needed to ask my friend, like, are we sure Osimhen is not using some extraterrestrial powers? Because Osimhen was extraordinary in that match.
ECOWAS has become a threat to member states and populations. That's what these three countries are saying. Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger Republic. Of course, it's no longer news that they are out of ECOWAS. But the body, I'm talking about the commission, has said that they've not gotten an official notification from these three countries.
Listen, everybody has freedom of association, right? Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger Republic, they said they are exiting ECOWAS. To be sincere with you, ECOWAS has not made up with the standard itself that it set up for himself over 40 years ago. Over the years, Nigeria has always been the chairman of ECOWAS. And I think, to be fair and objective, I don't think we have that moral standard. Okay? I don't think we have that moral standard to even ask them not to leave ECOWAS. Because internally we are doing terribly bad. Do you know that if Nigeria was as successful as expected by our core ECOWAS members, Nigeria should talk and everybody else ordinarily should shiver. If ECOWAS was well governed for the past 40 years, because no state can withstand, no country in all the ECOWAS region can even withstand a Lagos state or even a Port Harcourt. But we are not doing well. So we have lost that respect because we are supposed to be that beacon of hope and democracy and of good governance within the ECOWAS ecosystem. But you can see we don't even know which direction. For the past 40 years, we don't even know where we want to go. We don't know. So on what standard? This same ECOWAS Nigerian government promised $100 million. It was Buhari that came on board and gave them, I think, $25 million. And ever since then, nothing has come again. Listen, if Nigeria was having good governance, we would have been the best example. Do you know the best way to advise or to convince anybody that stop stealing or stop engaging in anything that is illegitimate is by you convincing them with your own action and the testimony of your own success that came through legitimate means. Nigeria has not recorded any success in the past 40 years. As far as democracy is concerned, Dubai became what it is today in probably under 40 years. But we are not having the same thing. So if Burkina and the likes, they decided they want to leave, I think this is a wake-up call for Nigeria. The remaining guys that are there, let us lead by example. Listen, in ECOWAS, there's nothing like you advising people. It's a matter of you showing example. You have to be an exemplary leader. It's as simple as that. But in United Nations, the only reason why people still support Rush USA is because USA, when it comes to their military forces, and in terms of their democracy, and in terms of their development, they are still up there. If today corruption eats up USA, nobody will respect USA in the United Nations anymore. They won't even have a voice. Do you get me? In United Nations today, South Africa went to ICJ, they call it International Court of Justice, to take up the Hamas and Israel. South Africa was listened to, right? South Africa was listened because they are well covered, because they are developing, they are on the right path. And they see them as people who have prospects. But nobody that is serious will look at Nigeria over the years and look at us like, okay, come on, you guys have always had bad records of corruption. You guys go and sit down and you can't take it serious. Nobody takes us serious. Because we are not a good example. We are not. Do you think if Algeria was a part of, or Morocco used to be a part of ECOWAS? Do you think if Morocco was still part of ECOWAS, do you think Nigeria will be the chairman of ECOWAS? It's impossible. People would rather pander to Morocco because Morocco is enjoying good governance. No matter how you want to colorize it, they are still way more developed than us. Just over the weekend, after Nigeria defeated Cameroon, Cameroonians started to banter us, telling us that we are not enjoying 24 hours power electricity. Nigeria is by all means and by all standards bigger, better, has 1,000 potentials than Cameroon. But we don't have constant electricity. Now that is not a lie. That is an embarrassment to us. If a country like Togo can have constant electricity, I bet which one want to tell them say they are not being governed well? Are we serious? Are we actually looking at the mirror and telling ourselves the truth? So for me, I think Tinubu has every platform to correct that wrong, set this state, this nation on the right path. In the whole, golden days when Nigeria was still what it was, when we were very oil rich, if Nigeria speaks, all the Western African nations will keep quiet. But today, we sent Abubakar, all right, the last military president, Abdul Salam. We sent him to Niger. They did not even talk to him. They did not even give him attention. That is to tell you how we have lost our worth, our national value, our social capital has been degraded. Everything has been washed away because we have been presented as a corrupt nation who is unserious. So I beg, if those boys want to go, that's not our business. Let us come back and look at ourselves internally. All right? But I know that the northern senators, the northern senators will once again sing that song of chaos, and they will sing that song of, that Tinubu is failing Nigeria. Because every northerner, when I mean northern, I mean the core north, every northerner that is along that northern borderline, that border that they share with Niger, Katsina, Jigawa, Sokoto, Zamfara, every northerner will rather affiliate, all right? He will rather affiliate with a Nigerian than him to relate with one Anambra man. They will tell you that they have more commonalities with a Nigerian than a what? Than an Igbo man or than a Yoruba man. So they would react, and they are going to come back very soon. I think that by this week they should resume. So I'm not going to be surprised, but I just hope that this president will see this as a precursor to actually recall all our old glories, because we need to grow internally.
Now, the vice president of the country, Shitima, said corrupt governance responsible for insecurity and banditry in the country. And we have many Nigerians asking questions that what was his own impact in Borno State when he was the governor of that state. And aside that, in the 2023 presidential election, I was during the campaign. He said, leave economy to Tinubu. I will handle insecurity in Nigeria. Presently, they are the winner of the presidential election, talking about 2023 presidential election, and they are the one ruling in the country.
Yeah.
Have we seen any positive impact in tackling insecurity in this administration, especially from the vice president of the country, Shetima?
Well, it is unconstitutional for the vice president to be in charge of the security. So, I mean, whatever that was said during the campaign period was just, I mean, probably just said it to score political
But
points.
they run the same administration.
No, the vice president can never be in charge of security.
Nobody is saying he should be in charge of security.
He cannot.
You don't understand.
That
I'm not-
duty. That
Nobody
duty,
is saying he
hold
should
on,
be
hold
in charge of security.
Hold on, that
but it's
duty-
still the same administration.
That duty cannot be delegated. Constitutionally, the vice president would be in charge of the economic reforms, okay? Privatizations of probably some assets.
But he declared it open.
That's what I'm saying, that was said to score political points. When it comes to the security, national security of this country, the only person, one person that is responsible is Bola Ahmed Tinubu. And this is what I've always been telling him, reminding him that you must, as a matter of urgency, call your national security advisor. All right? So, a Shetima can only voice his opinion, probably in effect in Federal Executive Council. Or maybe there are some situations whereby we have a one-on-one meeting with the president. But he cannot be seen out there dishing out policies, security policies. No, he can't. He cannot be seen out there dishing out security instructions. It is beyond him. It is beyond him. Because the governor cannot abdicate, neither can he delegate that to him. Because if he does, the vice president can overthrow him. It's as simple as that. He can't. All the security chiefs will take instruction solely and only from the president.
Now, are you telling me that the president cannot listen to the advice of the vice president on security issues?
It will only stay at advice, not instruction. There's a difference between instruction and advice.
So what's the essence of him being the vice president of the country?
It is advice, not instruction. Get me clear. I can advise you, Mr. Kule, all right? I want you to be celibate. Stop seeing women for the past 1 year. But that is up to you, you know, because I know you will not listen. But that is not what we are talking about here.
What are we saying? What are you saying?
You know, let's say I am the president.
Okay.
But I cannot tell you not to do some things.
Okay.
Or you are the president, I am the vice president. I cannot tell you not to carry woman. But because you know you have to. It's important for life, lifespan.
You've deviated me. Let's go. Let's straight what you are here for.
That's a lighter note. So what I'm trying to say is, Tinubu will not, on any basis, all right, delegate the powers of controlling the security chiefs to the vice president. Of course, what he can listen to, what the president can actually get from the vice president are simple advices, and then the vice president might tell him that, okay, go into negotiations with this and that is where it's going to head.
But I believe his impact should be felt in this administration. He said it openly.
What did I just say? I said he said it to score political points. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that.
All right. Thank you so much, Niyi. I appreciate you for coming on board. Please, can you drop the link on the comment section for people to call in? Thank you so much. Femi is in a tragic mood today. He lost his mother over the weekend. As the man behind the camera, Femi, sorry about that. May our soul rest in perfect peace.
Very sad one.
Very sad one.
Other than this morning.
Yeah. All right, thank you so much, Michael. Michael, good morning to you.
Good morning, Michael.
How was the weekend?
Excellent.
Gentleman, Mike, how the news stand? All right. Well, I relaxed well.
That's good.
I relaxed well. Michael, they've pulled out of Ecowas. These are members of the bloc. not just members, founding members of the bloc, Mali, Burkina Faso, and Niger Republic. And these people cited some examples and reasons why they left the body. They said the body failed to support in the fight against terrorism. And don't forget that there is a fight against these jihadists terrorizing the African continent, especially the West Africa. Now, they also declared that the body or the commission is a threat to members, states, and populations. Michael, do they have a genuine reason for pulling out of this commission? Thank you.
Thank you, Michael. The three countries that pulled out had a military pressing in the saddle, and the Ecowas Commission never supported that move. Funds were meted out from them and all of that, as we all know, and because they are not having that support from member states, they have decided to pull out. They have decided to pull out of the system. I think they have every right to show you. Don't forget, part of the reason why that sub-regional government or sub-regional country body was instituted is about. Are we having a call?
Yeah, I'm listening. Okay, you have a call. Okay, we have a caller on the line. Oh, this is Ichima. Sorry about that. Is this Ichima? Good morning to you.
Yeah, good morning, Mr. Temitayo.
Hello,
I
this
don't
is
know if
Ichima.
you can hear me well because
You're
this
live with
line
us.
is.
This is Ichima.
Yes, I'm here. I can hear you perfectly, Mr. Temitayo. Adekunle. Good morning, Mr. Gentleman Mike. Before I go on with my submissions this morning, Mr. Adekunle, I must extend my
Good morning.
condolence to Mr. Femi. Mr. Femi, my hearts are with you, my brother. Take care of yourself and be strong. Such is life. It's bound to happen someday. We all are just mere mortals that can leave the earth at any time. Be strong. May God console you and your family, my brother. Mr. Michael, concerning the Ecowas of 18,
Amen.
honestly, if I see the president of Burkina Faso, Niger, and Mali, I will give them a military salute. I will hug them. I will give them peck. I will do anything very possible to appreciate them. They are strong presidents. They are strong men that stand their ground. Now, the Economic Community of West African States, the ECOWAS, was established. What's the reason for the establishment? Those who initiated that idea of establishing ECOWAS did so for the betterment of the economic situation of the member states. But today, can anybody supporting this useless organization tell me the economic situation of these West African states, Nigeria included? Ever since I was small, I have been here. Even we studied it in the primary school, in the secondary school, up to this moment. I can't comprehend. I don't even know the importance of ECOWAS into its member nations. Check from A to Z, from Nigeria to the last member of the Economic Committee of West African State member. Their economic situation are in jeopardy. They are in shambles. Of what use is this organization then? An organization that will sit back and see a man call himself a president, they will independently and solely change laws of the constitution of their country and continue extending their tenures from 4 years to 8 years, from 8 years to 16 years, 16 years to 40 years. And such men are still members of the caucus, inner caucus of Ecowas. And the same people are saying that they are democratic in nature. They are bunch of criminals that constitute themselves and uses that name to perpetrate evil in Africa, in their countries, and where whatsoever. That is the truth there. All these years, the French government has been using them as a tool. When I mean a tool, as a tool and weapon to destroy their own country. Look at somebody like Paul Biya of Cameroon. Paul Biya has been in power since over 40-something years. Paul Biya, as I'm talking to you now, right now, he is 98% incapacitated. Paul Biya cannot even make a common speech without even twinkling. He's shaking. He can't stand up. He urinates on his body. He throws feces here and there on his pampers. Yet, the same Paul Biya is part of Ecowas. Paul Biya virtually stays in Paris. That is where he lives. And he governs Cameroon from Paris. This is a member of Ecowas. Of what use are there to the citizens of their country? That must be the question. Unfortunately, somebody came here this morning, one of your reviewers, and was saying, Mr. Kunle was saying, that they are living inconsequential, that Mali, Burkina Faso and Mali, and Niger, they are of no use to the ECOWAS. This is an ignorant statement from an ignorant mind, or moreover, can I say, an uneducated mind. If he know what trade means, international trade means, he will know that before you pass from border to border to pass goods through roads, and which is essentially how the African countries trade. They go through sea, they go through roads. When you want to pass goods from this country to this country, and these people block you from passing, will you fly with that goods to your country? They will do a blockage. Automatically, they have killed the economy of the other country. Every country needs another to function well. Not until African leaders wake up from their slumber, because they are sleeping right now. They are not doing anything. I give you European Union as an EU, the EU, as a case study here. Honestly, I live in Italy. I can easily drive my car from here to France without any control, without any checkpoint, without any stoppage. That is the same way goods flows around the European Union. It moves. That is how the economy of France affects that of Italy. That of Italy affects that of Germany. That of Germany affects that of Spain. They are just like one country, but they are different countries living in one union. The AU, African Union, and the ECOWAS, they are useless organizations. They don't have anything to offer like the citizens of Africa. They are stooges that are being used by the white men to pauperize their citizens. Before I leave, Mr. Dekunle, I must tell you that the head of ECOWAS is Mr. Tinubu, and the moment he steps his feet as he grabs the wheel of ECOWAS is the very moment the worst crisis started. The very moment he lays his hand on the wish of Nigeria as the president is the very moment Nigeria scattered to the worst. Nigeria has been bad, but not bad like this. As I'm talking to you right now, their dollar is heading to 2,000 naira per dollar. Haba, dollar is heading to, naira is on a free fall, and nothing is being done. And we have a president who travels up and down, saying that he's doing this, he's doing that. and it's not reflecting to any. It's not reflecting in any way to the citizens. And some ignorant minds are somewhere clapping for him. Concerning the Super Eagles of Nigeria, congratulations to the boys. They did everybody proud. If you can recollect, on Friday I predicted and I know that they will win Cameroon hands down. Mr. Raf made a mistake this morning by coming here to say that the Cameroonian team is better than the Nigerian team. It's a lie. Nigeria is 100% better than the Cameroonian team at this moment. Don't forget, Cameroon has been winning us so many years ago, but since 2013 or so, Nigeria has been dominating them. We have won them now 3 consecutive times, and that is kudos to the Super Eagles of Nigeria. And I hope that they will go forward, go out there, and stop celebrating, because celebration is over. They should go back to work and thrash. And when I say thrash, they should thrash the Angolan team, because at the moment, Angola is not a match to them on this in this competition. God bless you, Mr. Dekunle and Mr. Gentleman Mike. God bless you guys, and do have a lovely week ahead. Thank you.
All right. All right, thank you so much, Udezi Chima. That was a brilliant contribution. Honestly, very, very brilliant one. And I really appreciate him for calling this morning on the program. Michael, he said that these countries need each other, to survive, to function well. That's what Udezi Chima said. And he also made a statement saying that immediately Tinubu assumed office, that position as the chairman of Ecowas, trouble started. Michael, I don't know how you would react to this.
Honestly, I couldn't agree less with what Udeze Chima said all the way from Italy. I agree absolutely with almost everything that he said. ECOWAS is a disappointment in my estimation to Africa. The member states are not benefiting that much in terms of why the entire purpose of setting up that sub-regional body. It is purely to promote ties, to promote economic ties at that, and which translates into better standard of living for the people. But has that happened? That should be the critical question that we should be asking. Has that happened since that body was created? No. If you look at all the member states, you cannot really see any serious sign of good standard of living in the lives of an average person in those countries. And for me, that is strong enough to even pull out from such organization and all of that. So if you also look at security, have we been fair in terms of security within that sub-regional body? The answer is also no, and all of that. So of what use is such body if the whole essence of setting it up is not materializing and all of that? And I think that is what these 3 countries have looked at and feel that what do we stand to lose? They must have sat down to count what you are likely to lose, and they feel that there is nothing. And let's take this decision, and that is why they are taking such bold decision.
And what advice would you give to the president at this point in time, as the chairman of that body?
Maybe I'm not one of his advisors.
But your advice would go a long way, because they are watching in Asura. There's no doubt about it.
I'm aware of that. The truth is, he must live above board. If he follow the pattern of business as usual, I think he's going to end up as one of those leaders that have head that organization. He must with his team decide to do things differently. This is Chima made salient a very salient point when he was talking about the fact that Ecowas will be alive when leaders of their body will be tinkering with their constitution at will, changing from 1 year to 2 years to 3 years to whatever year, as if it's a monarchy and all of that. So, and ECOWAS will be silent about it. You will not hear any form of condemnation over such acts and all of that. So, except he choose to do things differently, he's not likely to achieve much as the leader of that sub-regional group.
Were you impressed over the weekend? The match between the Lions of Cameroon and the Super Eagles?
Absolutely, I was impressed. I think that was the first time the Eagles showed that they are in the competition.
In this competition,
in
or
this very competition,
okay.
this very competition. The 2 or 3 matches they've had before then, I wasn't impressed at all, and it was purely based on individual thing. There was no cohesion. There was no teamwork. Just the way we saw.
It was formidable enough.
Exactly, to have earned a win. But the last match, I think there was great improvements in their game. They upped their game, and that's led to us winning that particular match. I think they can do better than what they did in the last game. I think we are meeting Angola by Friday or thereabouts. They must do much more than they did with Cameroon in order to put Angola's behind.
Do you have any prediction as regards Angola versus Nigeria?
I think 2-0 shouldn't be a bad idea.
What if you get disappointed?
I don't see that happen. I don't see it.
You don't see it. All right, before I let you go, let's quickly talk about the Vice President, Shetima. His statement on banditry and insecurity. So what is fueling banditry and insecurity in the country is bad governance. Corrupt governance is fueling it. Do you subscribe to what the Vice President said?
Is it not shameful for even the Vice President to be making such assertion? Corrupt governance. So who are the people in government? I think that should be the next question. Who are the people he's referring to? Is he talking to Nigerians or talking to his cabinet? An issue. We should be seeing you addressing the matter. Okay, corruption is bad governance. Okay, how many leaders have been brought to book in terms of corruption? That is what Nigerians want to see. I mean, what steps are you taking to stem the tide? You can imagine, we are just reading it, I mean, in the news that, the surveillance or the tracking equipment are not enough or something like that.
Yeah.
You know, there are security information that should not even be in the public.
It shouldn't be made a national issue. I have
always said that.
Yes.
When they wanted to get some tracking equipment, it was in the papers. That is not done in any serious crime. You don't put certain security information in the. We should just be seeing the results. We don't even need to know the details. We should just be seeing the results of what you are doing. I told kidnapping, getting down, almost being nipped in the bud and all of that. People are no longer interested in it because you are not likely to get away with it. That is what Nigerians want to see. Not to be explaining why certain insecurity situations are happening. So am I the one to sort it out? Am I the commander-in-chief of armed forces? And all of so some statement. It is better to be silent than to make certain statements. In my view, it is better.
I told David this last week that sometimes we don't need to make security issues public. It shouldn't be a national issue.
People see the results.
That is it. The results.
The process
is what we are looking for, and we have many people saying thank you to you this morning. We are appreciating you for contributing on the program. We have David Okafor saying This gentleman, Michael, is an intelligent person who is well educated and is saying we appreciate you and they all love you. Odulade Tayo is greeting you. We have Udeze Chima saying thanks, Mr. Gentleman Mike, for that. They are expressing their gratitude and all of that. I thank you so much, Michael, for coming on board. All right, it's bystanders at News Things on 50B. Before I go, I need to quickly express my condolence to Femi Oyedepo and family for the demise of their mom. We say, may God give you the fortitude to bear the loss. Femi, can you come closer? Let people see you. Come closer. The first time people will be seeing you on Flip TV. Can you come closer? That's what I do. I expected Malik to be here this morning, but you still came on board to run the program with me. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. That shows a great commitment to your job. Thank you so much. May God console you and give you the fortitude to bear the loss. The reviewers, the viewers as well are doing the same thing. Thank you so much. Just take heart. All right. He buried his mom on Saturday. That's over the weekend, and we say, may God console him. Thank you so much, everyone. We appreciate you for joining us on today's edition of this program. Our social media handles are right on the screen. They are displayed there. And you can follow me on Facebook, Instagram at Michael Temitaya Adekunle, and on TikTok, Mike Flip TV. We love you all. We say thank you for joining us. Tomorrow is another time, another day, bringing you this program. Bye.